Now, what I do think is absolutely heinous is him trying to imply that I was doing some type of threat. I think that's disgusting.
Flashback.
There has to be, along with the code, has to be code enforcers. Leaving the show is not good enough.
What? What are you talking about?
I never once threatened anyone. I said repercussions.
What? What are you talking about?
I would go a little further, but there are limitations to what I can and can't say on this platform.
What? What are you talking about?
I said repercussions. That's what, the same repercussions that the white conservatives have when the NFL does something they don't like and they boycott.
Leaving the show is not good enough.
Just as there are repercussions, you wearing the wrong color in the wrong hood, if there were repercussions like that for these people, guess what? That you wouldn't be able to find someone.
What? What are you talking about?
But the reason why he does that is to try to attack me, to try and attack the channel, to try and attack black people. They have to experience that pain.
They have to experience that pain.
Okay? In order to alter their actions.
What? What are you talking about?
All right, guys, so I'm gonna have a whole lot of fun with this video, okay? Because I usually don't make videos like this. This is not a drama channel. This is a news channel. But every once in a while, we have to do videos like this to debunk some misinformation that is floating around on the internet from an individual who seems to be very obsessed with me.
Bruh, I don't even know what to tell you with this one. This man is going full on. Look, guys, look at me. I think we have a video of him, bruh. This is a video of him. I didn't know this. Someone sent this to me. I didn't know this was a video. This is a video of him, apparently. I didn't know. If this is a private video, black conservative, reach out to me. I'll take it down. Okay, I don't want to. If this is like a private video between you and your family, I don't want to get in trouble with anything, okay?
So moving on, you of course are going to have the SNS group, as I call them. And what the SNS group is your Sambos and Saltines. That's naturally going to happen with any type of event like this. Because you have to understand you're going to have those Sambos who are going to defend anti-black rhetoric. You got the Sambos.
Okay, so now apparently there are two national anthems according to the Woke Revolutionary. Okay, the actual national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner, and the Black national anthem, Lift Every Voice and Sing, which apparently has been the Black national anthem for a long time now, even though as a black person in America, I've never heard of Lift Every Voice and Sing being...
We have another Sambo. What? The black conservative perspective. Another Sambo, right? Not even from the States. He's not even FBA. Once again, representative tool. So you...
What? What is this fucking Sambo saying now, bro? This Sambo, bro, this Sambo just kills me, bro. Chicago activist group begs gang members to wait until nighttime to shoot each other. And this nigga in the pink, they love it, bro.
Yeah, so if you guys aren't familiar with this individual, he goes by the name of The Amazing Lucas. Now, I think that's a misnomer. I think a more accurate name for him would be The Amazing Leftist, because he doesn't really like to be called liberal, and that could be true because he's most definitely a progressive leftist, which is different than liberal, okay? So he may have a point there, okay? But what you guys should have noticed is that this individual has spent months and months and months obsessing over my YouTube channel, calling me all types of racial slurs and names over political disagreements. Now, these are not substantive arguments against the arguments that I make. It's simply just videos of him calling me racial slurs over and over and over and over again until his audience of about 5 people decide that it's time to go to sleep and that he stays up and continues to play video games, okay? Between video games and talking about race and calling people that he disagrees with racial slurs, that's about the gist of his channel, okay? Not really too much substance or real news or politics or anything I talk about on my channel. But with that being said, I have to respond to this individual, even though, again, his channel's on life support and I really don't want to participate in potentially reviving it, which is why this will be the first and last time that I directly respond to this individual. But this response is necessary, okay? Because this guy is not only obsessed with me, but he's obsessed about where I'm from, right? He's saying that I am an immigrant, okay? He's saying that I am non-FBA, and he thinks that I am non-FBA, aka not a foundational Black American, because he cannot fathom, he cannot intellectually process the idea that somebody that is a foundational Black American can have a different opinion than them, aka not be a woke, far left progressive. And he's really obsessed about this.
Oh, Lord. And who I'm referring to is Stephen himself, okay? A Black conservative perspective, George Foreman. Bro, this man. So, a Black man, a Black American man, which is what he is not. You have to understand, Stephen is not from the States. He's a tether. That's correct. You know how they import the tethers to be, as I say, representative tools to talk and spew anti-Black rhetoric, okay?
Yeah, so you've seen that, you heard that, okay? This woke revolutionary is obsessed with where I'm from and where I was born, because apparently he does not believe that I was born in the United States of America. In fact, he has stated that as fact, that I was not born in the United States of America, except I have my birth certificate right here with the state of North Carolina and the seal on it, right? Showing that I was, in fact, born in the United States of America, that I am, in fact, not a so-called tether, okay? I am, in fact, not from overseas. My family is not from overseas, born and raised in America and proud of it. Unlike this individual who seems to hate America, and he spends most of his time, again, being obsessed with all the Black men who disagree with him politically. But again, he's not the only woke revolutionary that has had this conversation about where I'm from and if I'm an immigrant. It seems to be something that these people are obsessed with. But we must forgive these individuals who, to me, do not seem to be very intelligent or critical thinkers, as I don't think they actually really know what the definition of an immigrant is.
So we have to talk about Vivek Baba Swaba Boo Boo Boo, whatever his name is, okay? I don't care. Because this man is a certified clown. This dude comes from India. Now, I don't know what it is about white conservatives, not all, but the white ignorance within the white conservative base. I don't know what it is about you bringing in immigrants in order to promote your false narrative.
Yeah, so basically anybody who disagrees with this guy politically is an immigrant, right? They're not here from America. You must not be from America, even if you were born in America, right? Even if you could factually prove that you were born in America, you're not actually really from America if you do not agree with me politically. Yeah, this is the guy who claims to be fighting against racism, but yet seems to be an embodiment of the racism that he claims that he's against so much. But anyway, Mr. Amazing Lucas is panicking. And the reason why he's panicking is because I brought to the attention of the world that this guy is getting extremely radical on his platform, to the point where he is issuing thinly veiled threats of violence to people that disagree with him politically, particularly Black conservatives and Black comedians like David Lucas, who told a joke about George Floyd. And Amazing Lucas took to his platform to basically boohoo, whine, and cry, and to call for code enforcement against people like David Lucas and Black conservatives who simply disagree with him, right, over free speech. Again, this is the authoritarian leftist behavior that this guy is advocating for on his platform. Now, he's coming out here and he's now trying to walk that back and trying to say, I wasn't actually really trying to issue any threats of violence. I was just calling for code enforcement against Black conservatives and comedians that I disagree with politically, the same way that conservatives cancel the NFL. I just want to cancel Black conservatives because I disagree with them politically, and I want to cancel comedians because I get triggered by their jokes. You don't understand.
Now, what I do think is absolutely heinous is him trying to imply that I was doing some type of threat. I think that's disgusting.
That they are issuing what, to me, right, I'm hearing it, it sounds to me like a thinly veiled threat, okay, that is a violent threat to people that they disagree with politically and comedians that they don't like, okay, that tell jokes.
What? What are you talking about?
I never once threatened anyone. I said repercussions. That's what, you know, the same repercussions that the white conservatives have when the NFL does something they don't like and they boycott. That's the same thing that I do.
Except you literally said in your initial call for repercussions that it's not enough to walk out of a show, aka to boycott a show in regards to your ideal form of repercussions for people that you disagree with politically in free speech that you don't like?
There has to be, along with the code, has to be code enforcers. Leaving the show is not good enough.
Wait, so if leaving the show is not good enough, okay, well, what exactly do you mean? What is this type of code enforcement that you're looking for? Because you just said that boycotting is not good enough. Well, it's a good thing that he actually elaborated even further in his video about the type of code enforcement he wants against people whose free speech that he disagrees with. He said that he wants them to be treated the same way a rival gang member would be treated if they walk into the wrong neighborhood wearing the wrong color.
Just as there are repercussions, you wearing the wrong color in the wrong hood, if there were repercussions like that for these people, guess what? That you wouldn't be able to find someone.
Now, I know that Amazing Lucas doesn't think I'm black because I don't agree with him politically, but I definitely know what happens when you have a rival gang member that goes into the wrong neighborhood wearing the wrong color. And I can tell you that it's not a boycott, right? They don't boycott. Usually they're met with violence for doing that. So if that's not what you meant, then I'm not sure exactly what you could mean by stating that is the type of code enforcement that needs to happen. And if you didn't mean that, then you probably should have been more specific in the video in regards to what you meant. However, you also said in the video that what you really think should happen to people that you disagree with politically or to people that exercise free speech that you don't like, apparently is so bad that it's not allowed on these platforms. It would actually be against the rules to say what you actually really think about what should happen to them. Therefore, you don't have the cojones to actually say it out loud because you know that if you said it out loud that you would lose your platform.
I would go a little further, but there are limitations to what I can and can't say on this platform.
Yeah, so I want you guys to understand, Lucas said that boycotts are not good enough, that people that he disagrees with politically should be treated the same way that rival gang members are treated when they get caught in the opposition's neighborhood wearing the wrong color. And what he really wants to happen is so bad that he can't say it on these platforms, right? It would be a violation of the terms of service. But yeah, he says that, hey, you know, it's disgusting. It's disgusting to accuse him of essentially issuing thinly veiled calls to violence against people that he disagrees with politically, and that I am simply just saying this because it's an attack on him, his channel, and an attack on black people.
But the reason why he does that is to try to attack me, to try and attack the channel, to try and attack black people, right? When you start promoting and being pro-black and calling a spade, that's when they get their Stevens to come out the house.
No, that's not actually why I'm saying it, because unlike you, I'm not out here calling for people to be canceled because I disagree with their speech, okay? I'm not calling to cancel you. I actually don't want you to be canceled, okay? I actually want you to have a platform because radical individuals like you should be exposed, okay? You are a radical racist person. You have become the person that you claim that you hate. You have become the person that you claim that you are fighting against. You spend all of your platform between playing video games, which, hey, you know, that's your prerogative. It is what it is. I mean, as a man, I think that you should probably do more with your life besides do that all day, right? I don't think there's anything wrong with doing it every now and then, but when you spend 11 hours straight playing video games, and then when you're not doing that, you are attacking people who disagree with you politically, not having substantive arguments against them in which you're actually addressing the subject. No, you're just essentially levying racial insults. You're calling them racial slurs. I think you have a problem. I think that you are actually becoming a radical. You are a radicalized individual, okay? You're everything that you claim that you hate, okay? And I just want you to own up to it. That's all I want you to do. You said what you said. Everybody knows in layman's terms what you said and what you mean and what you're actually really calling for. Just have the cojones to own up to it. Be a man about it. Just say exactly what you mean. What is it that you think should happen to black conservatives and black comedians who disagree with you politically? What do you think should happen to them that you can't say on the platform? Just say it. Just say it. That's all I'm asking for. But furthermore, I also think that it's very hypocritical for you to be boohoo-wad complaining about my attempt to cancel you, even though I'm not trying to cancel you. I'm just simply stating facts. This is what you said. I hope that you keep your platform. Okay, I hope that you're allowed to, say the things that you want to say, because I think it's important for people like you to have a platform where people can clearly and obviously see that the so-called race hustlers of America are actually very hateful people, right? They're exactly what they claim they're fighting against. They are very, very staunch racists. This is who you are, right? So I want people to see that. I actually believe that people like you should have platforms so people can see it. So no, I'm actually not calling for you to be canceled. I don't want you to be canceled. Okay, I don't want you to be canceled at all. But I do, again, find it very hypocritical that you're afraid of being canceled after you attempted to cancel David Lucas over a joke, because that's essentially what you call for. I mean, I think you call for more than that, but let's take you at your word. You're calling for him to be boycotted. You're calling for him to be canceled. You're calling for him to be deplatformed over free speech. And now you're boohoo whining and crying. And now you want to call foul because you think that I'm calling for you to be canceled over free speech, when I never actually called for any type of code enforcement against you. In fact, I don't want that to happen to you. Okay, I don't want that. I don't want anybody to even misinterpret what I'm trying to say. I think that people like you should be able to have a platform to speak freely, even if I vehemently disagree with what you have to say. But I do think that there's some hypocrisy in regards to who these platforms allow to spew this type of what I would deem to be racist rhetoric on their platforms, and who they don't allow to spew their racial rhetoric. Okay, and that was the gist of my comment in regards to, I'm not sure exactly why what you're saying is actually allowed, consider how you do it all the time. But hey, I don't want you to be canceled because I'm a conservative. I believe in free speech. You're not. You are a far leftist. You're an authoritarian who clearly doesn't believe in free speech. And that's the difference between me and you. The difference between me and you is that you spend all day, again, playing video games and talking about race, when I actually spend all day talking about real news topics in substantive ways that you never, ever, ever did on your channel, and you could never, ever, ever imagine doing it, because you are literally not capable of producing the amount of content that I produce at the level that I produce. You are not capable of working as hard as me. You cannot outwork me. And therefore, I understand that your jealousy and hate towards me has everything to do with my success, and the fact that you never came close to the level of success that I have obtained in the short amount of time that I've been on YouTube, even when you were a so-called conservative, which I have to question whether or not you actually really were, considering how you are from LA, where there's a lot of liberals. Most people are liberal, and you've all of a sudden now come out as liberal after George Floyd, because maybe, just maybe, you thought that the new grift would be to race hustle after George Floyd, right? Because that's what everybody was doing. And all of a sudden you turned over a new leaf after George Floyd, okay? You became the amazing leftist overnight, right? You woke up. Again, it's amazing. I guess you guessed wrong. You guessed wrong, and now you're bitter and you're upset that it didn't work out for you. And because you know nothing about politics outside of race, you can't talk about anything else outside of race, and you're stuck. You're stuck playing video games and race hustling and hating on people that are way more successful than you could ever dream of becoming. So it is what it is. I'm not mad. I'm not upset. I'm not going to respond to this individual anymore because I'm too busy actually talking about real issues, right? Issues that this guy really doesn't want to talk about, probably because he can't talk about it. But it is what it is. I just had to set the record straight about some misinformation that these individuals are spewing on their platforms, their dying platforms, that I'm not going to help them revive. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.